Good morning. Well, when you watch this, it will be the evening. And so today you joined me in my lovely dump of a garage. That's only because the Mustang, is still at home. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to fix it entirely today. I think it's good enough to go to use as it is. I want to take it out a little bit on a little run to see if the overheating issue has fixed itself. Well, fixed itself. I fixed it last week. I went for a little drive, but it wasn't a big drive. Hopefully today I'm going to try and do that. I want to make sure everything is fine with it. The overheating issue was annoying. I think there's an airlock. I just want to make sure I've got that airlock out, and it's not going to be, there's no damage to the engine as such. But while the car is here and stranded, there's no reason why I can't fix something that is annoying me. And this thing really annoys me, and that is the steering wheel. You see me complain about the old one before. I don't see why that can't be done today. And hopefully when I take it for a drive at some point, I know how much better it is. So before I start on the steering wheel, I'm just going around checking everything what I did last week to make sure I did it as good as I could do. One thing I have found, well, this is meant to be another good bleed point. This goes to the heater metrics inside the car, gives you your heating. The water inside this here, I just cracked it off and pulled it up a little bit. If I do this again, it's not so bad now, but the first bit of water that came out is disgusting. That is horrible. It is on the list. I got new seals and everything for inside the heater metrics. That's going to get stripped and repaired. At some point I'm going to get new pipes for here and here, because obviously that one's painted blue. I don't like that. And yeah, so it's all going to get done at some point. All of this is not going to help either. So that'd be a good reason why I've got solid. I don't know what that is. So whatever that was, that is not helping my my issue. So I'm going to order a new elbow because that is just disgusting. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to order some more of these, some new pipe, and replace these at the same time, because the chances are this could be in a miserable state as well. So let's get it all done in one big hit. The reason I didn't do this last week is I had already fired the car up and it was raging hot, so that's the reason why I haven't done that yet. If that was blocked off and that was empty, that would create a little airlock in there. But yeah, hopefully that's part of the issue. So I do actually have to re-bleed the whole system again. I've had it apart a little bit, but not much. Hopefully that should be the reason why the heater one wasn't coming through. It used to, but it didn't. I think that might have been Radweld in there when I tried to fix the radiator originally. Either way, that's now declogged. Hopefully the heating system works now, and that all comes to life, and that bleeds properly, and then the whole system is done properly. But it is currently, what time is it now? 9:30? Yeah, 9:30 on a Sunday. So this car's not subtle in firing up, so I'm going to leave that for another hour. But that is enough time for me to complete this task of trying to get a good view of changing this. This is just hideous. I hate this so much. It's a horrible colour, and it's faded in places. All down there is not very nice. And it's just hideous. One of the things I've been meaning to do is change that. Now I've driven the car a little bit, it is annoying. It's really annoying. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. Change that, put the new one on, and hopefully it'll be a good mod. So this has been a right pain. I sprayed WD-40 in there. I've tapped it side to side with hammers, over the hammer. I've been pulling it really, trying to work it. But in there is seized. I imagine it's been on here for over, I won't say 50 years, but I imagine it's been off at some point during its life, but it's been on there for a long time. So I'm running out of ideas now. I may try a heat gun once more to see if I can expand the wheel a little bit, but I may need to order a steering wheel puller to fully get it off, which is annoying, as I wanted to really get that one on today. More things for the stang. So, after yesterday's unsuccessful attempt to take the steering wheel off, so yes, I have this pulley kit. Hopefully, if I take this off, get to there, so hopefully 2 of these bolts will fit into these. It does look like it's got some Imperial bolts, so maybe in luck. Now the battery did go flat as it came off, which is rather annoying, but the old wheel is off. Take this kit off, that was worth the money. So the old hideous one off, time to fit the new one. Alright, so it is starting to get a bit dark here. It's currently, what is it now? 6:10. So this is an adapter plate that needs to be fitted onto here, onto the things, onto the column. Now I did slightly damage this. I need to tidy that up before the nut goes on, as it doesn't quite go on properly. But I think I need to see if I can get this on first. I think this only goes on one way. Possibly, we'll find out. It's not getting a bit dark, but some good progress made. The wheel is on. You probably can't see that great. I'm going to finish it off tomorrow after work, so yeah, join me for tomorrow for part 3. This sounds like a TikTok now. Right, so day 3 on the steering wheel. the other day it got a bit dark, so I don't really know if you saw it that great, but I'll show it again. Yeah, already it looks so much better. It is very windy out there today. I'm trying to lift the cover half on so it doesn't fly off, which I feel like it's going to do any minute. And here it goes. Yeah, I want to get this done as quick as I can because it's going to rain at any minute. So all I've got to do now is sort the horn out. So here you have a plate with 2 contacts, which these should plug onto, even though they're the wrong size for these spades. And get this centre emblem to sit in the middle there. So I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure how this is meant to work. So these bolts have a slight shank on them, which allows this piece to move. I mean, it's got there's a lot of slack in there. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. Does that just slide on there? There's also a lot of excess wire, which I'm not too sure of. Okay, so I think I got it figured out. So this spring pushes this away. So this cap I have, and then that will hopefully clip around this outer ring, so that keeps that taut away from it. And when you push the horn, it pushes it towards it. So I don't know how you're meant to attach this. I hope it's just a push fit. Well, I never thought I'd need a hacksaw to fit a steering wheel. So the issue we got is the cap. It doesn't quite fit on with the spring. So I've read the instructions since, and it says you need to cut down the sensor here, which I've already damaged a little bit, but that doesn't matter anymore because that's going to get completely cut off. So if you see around here, the spring just sits nicely on top, but it doesn't fully compress. And I think that's where my issue is. I can get the cap to go onto the spring here, but because it's not compressing all the way and not going on all the way, it's just popping straight back off. So I need a hacksaw. I do not have one here at the moment. I have one in my toolbox at work, or what's in the truck at the minute. But yeah, unfortunately that's going to be day 4 of fitting the steering wheel. really did not expect it to take 4 days to fit the steering wheel. It's one thing after another. The first issue is the old one wouldn't come off, so I had to order a puller, and that took a day or two to come. I can't remember what happened the second day. I think the weather was bad, or ran out of daylight, so I couldn't finish what I was doing then. And then I had to get a hacksaw for cutting down the steering column, so to make the horn bezel fit. So that was another delay, and I couldn't be bothered to do anything yesterday because I was tired. So yeah, the steering wheel is on. It does look fantastic. Probably can't really see here. It's just everything else behind that's really letting it down at the minute. It'll be good when I finish the interior, when I crack on with it. But first, to do that, I need to get the car actually working. I still haven't got a radiator, so it's still stranded. I did drive it 2 weekends ago. I took it into toaster just to see if I bled it up properly, and the overheating problem is still occurring, so that's not fixed. But I'm just going to wait now. I've got all the other bits. I've got new thermostats, water pump. I'm going to replace that now because I'm just paranoid I've damaged it. I've got new thermostats, new water pipes, everything to redo the cooling system. So hopefully, when all that's here, I can crack on with that on a nice day. And it probably will take a day because I think it's a big job. So yeah, that's the next plan for the car, and I've got some other things in my head I want to do with it. Maybe before I crack on with the interior, I bought other bits to do it now, but other things have got in the way, bigger issues, and I want to use the car a bit before I start stripping it apart and digging into it. So, bit of a mistake buying all them bits now, but I've got them so I can tinker along when I need to. So yeah, that's it for today. Like and subscribe if you're new. Comment what you'd like to see with the car. I've got some new equipment arriving tomorrow, hopefully, and that will allow me to do some cooler shots when we do get driving, and also when we go on little drives with friends, go to Caffeine and other places. So that's it for now. Yeah, steering wheel's completed. Second mod, because the first mod was the cam covers and the air filter. Second mod for the Mustang completed. It looks fantastic. Can't wait to drive it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.